I danced like this.
Oh my gosh, it's even.
Oh my gosh, I love when you dance like that. Seriously, turn it on. Go, dance party.
It's coming. I won as hard in Italy by doing the sprinkler.
That's hot, Ash.
We're gonna get our frequency so high.
Can everyone hear it?
Yes.
I love you, Jen. Come on, guys.
All right, guys.
Music. Dance party. Woo, woo. Bring it up. Bring that vibe up. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. How's everyone feeling? Go, Ashley. Go ahead. Woo-hoo. Yeah.
I'm getting too big to dance.
All right, girls. I think she's doing the floss. I love it. This is great. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Woo! Dance party. Look at her like this. I love it. I love it. Ashley, oh my God, I love you. So funny.
Yeah,
Allison, don't dance. You're driving.
Allison, don't dance. You're driving. You can shake it a little bit, girl. Shake it.
All right, I think we all have endorphins.
Okay, I think everybody's fired up, ready to go. Okay, so with your pen and paper, I want you to write at the top of your sheet, next level framework. Next level framework. My notes are crazy, so don't look at them because they look nuts, and I took so many, but you're not gonna have to write this much on your paper. So write next level framework. And so what do we want to do? When we want to think of next level, we are what? Setting the bar. So you've all heard the term, like, we got to set the bar higher. So we're setting the bar for our next level. And this is something that you can do every single day when you need to check yourself to see if you're setting the bar. So it's a nice tangible that you can like kind of, and at first it's going to feel weird and you're going to be like, but every day, if you start doing it, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense. And yeah, that's where I'm doing that. And that's why I'm missing that or whatever. So write down, like going down, you're going to write SETBAR. So SETBAR. Just tell me when you guys have that. And you know what's that face? She's like making a crazy face.
What did you say? Set bar or step bar?
Set bar. SETBAR. Write it long ways down.
That's what I thought. Okay.
So we're gonna kind of reverse engineer this. So next to the R, you're gonna write results. Because what's the final thing that we want? We want results, right? We want results. Give us the results. So your results determine what do you want and who do you want to become. So that's our end result. So you're going to work backwards up. So the next letter up is A. You're going to write actions. You're going to write actions. Because our results are going to come from our what? Aligned actions.
Can you show that again?
Mine is like, I mean, I have a lot of notes, but like, you don't have to write all that different stuff because I just write like so many notes. But yes, perfect. Someone, Ashley, are you showing us your phone? Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. That's definitely more legible. I have like so many notes, it's not even funny. Okay, so then our actions come from what? Like our beliefs. So the letter above it is going to be B, beliefs. So if you believe you can or you believe you can't, you are right. So beliefs is going to be the next one. Basically, like that is something you believe or your identity. And what are beliefs? Beliefs are just something that you continue to what? What do you continue to do over and over? What's a belief? Like if I keep saying, oh, I'm late all the time, it's because of this, or I'm disorganized all the time because of this.
Excuses.
It's because of the thoughts. So above beliefs, that's going to reverse engineer back to T, which are your thoughts. So your thoughts that you are thinking are based on your beliefs. And if you wanted to change your belief about something, you absolutely can. Something I believe is just something I've told myself over and over and over again, and so I believe it. But if I were to start telling myself something else over and over again, I would start believing that. So that is how the beliefs affect the thoughts. So then this is something that's pretty intertwined because our emotions and our thoughts are pretty tied together. Because let's say if I'm in a really happy place, I'm probably going to be thinking what kind of thoughts?
Happy thoughts.
Happy thoughts. If I'm in a really sad and lonely or woe is me and everything's happening to me, what kind of thoughts am I going to be thinking?
Wah.
Wah! So these two are tied pretty closely. So you want to be, you can control your thoughts and emotions. Okay, not in every situation, but most situations you have control over that. So you want to be saying, okay, well, why am I thinking that? Or why am I feeling this and kind of feeling that, and be like coming to the next better thought, the next better emotion. Because if someone tells you off, you can either start cussing them out back, or you can be like, wow, they must be really having a bad day. Take care. Have a nice day. Thank you. Come again. Am I using my hands a lot? Oh yeah. Okay. So it's kind of like you just have to decide in that current moment. Because listen, I don't know how I'm going to feel on Friday, but right now in this moment, I have control over my emotion and the thought that I attach to it. So that's what we have to be. We have to practice and exercise that muscle. So then our emotions, which I'm kind of talking about that, and we reverse that back up to the S is our state. So that is your energetic, not your physical state. Because if I wasn't sitting in jail and somebody was like, why aren't you feeling happy? I'd be like, well, I'm sitting in jail. Now I could be like, well, I'm getting out tomorrow. So that is great. Like Nelson Mandela. But it's where is your energy? Where are you vibrating? What is your frequency? Like we just got up and did that dance party. I can tell you all that our frequency went up quite a few notches. And every single one of us as a collective went up a few notches. So our next thought was not a bad thought, right? We were all like, yeah, woo, dance party. And we probably were all thinking, oh my God, Jen's crazy, or that's funny, or how fun was that, or let's do it again, or why are we stopping? So you have to just think, what is your physical, but your energetic physical state, not your actual location. So if you wanted to be like sometimes I'll practice this if I'm going to get on a call and I want to be really confident. I'm going to reach out to somebody. So what am I going to do? I'm like, shoulders back, chin up. I'm going to walk in confident. I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm like, I got this. I feel good. I'm not going to be like, hello, I have to share this with you. And like all slouched and sad. And I don't feel very good. Please don't do calls like that. Don't reach out to anybody when you're like that. But if I'm like, hey, like what's going on? Like I just saw someone at Shayna's school. First time ever meeting her. My hair was in a top knot. I have like 7,000 gray hairs. You guys can't really see them on here, but they're there, I promise you. And I thought, oh, Lord, I'm not going to mention my shampoo right now because I don't even want her to know I saw shampoo. She's going to be like, oh, I don't want that shampoo. But I'm like, I just got off this amazing weekend. I'm gonna talk to her about what, hey, let's get the girls together for a play date. And I was all fun and made it really fun. And then she was like, well, do you not work? I was like, oh, work from home, girl. I could have been like, and continued to be in that emotional state of, oh, I'm not saying anything because I'm not where I need to be. But I was like, nope, I'm going to kick it up a couple notches. I'm going to make it about something else that feels fun. And then she was like, well, wait, what do you do at home? And I told her, and she was like, I'm actually looking for something to do at home. And I was like, girl, like, we should get together on Friday and let's talk about it. And because I was confident, she didn't care my hair looked like shiz. She was like, whatever that girl is having, I would like some of that. Like, give me a shot of that. Put an IV in right now.
Well, from a Kool-Aid girl.
Yeah, she was like, I will see you Friday. I am so excited to hear about this. Like, and went on our way. And so, like, I'm going to see her on Friday about it. But it could have gone 2 different ways. So that's really important, is like, how are you presenting yourself? Like, what are you saying? Like, what is your energy when you're approaching these things? And it's like, what are you speaking about? What language are you using? What do I always do to you guys? Anytime I see you write something or say something, what do I normally do if it's like a little bit off with the frequency?
Flip it around.
Ashley knows because I do it to her probably like daily. I did it to her this morning.
You gotta check your mindset.
Told me to check myself before I wreck myself.
No, but what do I do? Like, if you guys write something and I'm like, let's
Oh yeah,
stop.
I wrote something in text and she goes, let's change that wording, and because what you wrote is what you're thinking, and so you need to
exactly. And it's so important. I cannot begin to tell you the language that you're using and the thoughts that you are thinking. Your brain doesn't know, like, your brain is super smart, but it doesn't know the difference. It's just like, I'm getting a signal. I need to react, fight, flight. What do I need to do here? And so it's like watching a movie. Your brain is like watching a movie, then you're putting data in it. So you have to be mindful enough, like, if you're like saying words like, I'm trying, I should, I'm going to get it, I'm going to crush it, I'm going to make this happen, you're putting resistance in something. You're almost enforcing to your brain and the universe that you don't have it. So what are you going to get more of? Not having it. And if so, instead you should be saying, I will do this, I am committed, I am allowing, I'm getting better and better. Just keep thinking. It's a practice. You have to practice this. You want to keep softening up the language. What feels better? What word could I change that out that's going to feel better? Because every time you start to feel higher and higher and higher, then you start attracting frequencies that are on that same flying disc. Nobody wants to get on a low flying disc. We all want to jump. Oh, I want to go on that disc up there. That one's going lots of places. But you've got to be at that frequency to run into that disc or get on that disc. So if you're in that I'm trying and I should, you're attracting more people who are trying and should and complaining. Instead of people who are committed, people who are doing it, people who will, people who want it, people who are allowing it. That's who you want to attract. So that's where you need to be talking, writing, thinking, all of those things. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions on that part? Ashley, and you guys keep looking at each other like that. I'm dying. I need to, like, what are they saying?
Because it's so relatable.
Because you just spoke to our soul. Because we were just having this conversation before the call, like, man, maybe we need to do a shift because we're attracting like this type of energy and these types of people as leads. I mean, we just had this conversation earlier, Jen. Yeah. Like, I'm getting a lot of those types of leads, and I'm like, why?
Right.
And
if you're having that discussion with yourself, then someone is happy to come along and have that woe is me discussion with you. Trust me, they will show up out of the woodwork. It's like the minute you are like,
and I've been in a woe is me state since my car accident, pretty much. So, and that's the only leads I've gotten.
And you know, and that's the thing. It's the beauty of that is that you can be aware around that, and you can make shifts to correct that, so that you can be in a place where you're attracting people who want it and they're excited and, oh wow, I was looking for that opportunity. I have an extra hour a day. I'd love to make some extra money. And a hustler go-getter versus somebody who's like, I'm trying, it's hard, I don't feel good, I don't have any time. And excuses. And we all get there. I mean, I have bad days. Everybody has days. It's the practice of being mindful enough and really caring about your frequency. When I say mind your energy, you know, people say mind your own business. I'm like, you need to mind your own business, but really mind your own energy. You need to mind your own energy and stop worried about what everybody else is doing. Because when your energy is where it needs to be, the people that are going to come talk to you are going to be the people that you love, you have fun with, you're ready to rock, you're ready to run. No excuses. Let's do this, girl. It's going to be a whole nother ballgame. And it's not going to feel like, oh, I'm spinning my wheels here. But I mean, if you keep attracting those people that are really draining you, you're going to feel drained. You're going to feel frustrated. You're going to feel like, I would like to crawl in a hole and not talk to anyone for the rest of this year.
Stop it.
And you're like,
Stop talking directly to us.
Why are you talking about us, Jen?
That's why we keep
All
laughing.
It's supposed to be a team call. Why are you calling us out?
Well, listen, it's funny. One of the things, like, you just, I didn't know you guys were exactly feeling that, but you know I can feel stuff. So honestly, I was like, what am I going to do on this call? And I was like, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I know I just learned it. It's not going to be perfect. I'm going to be reading off a piece of paper, but I don't care because it's so important. And I'm telling you, it's mindset every single time. Not sometimes, not 5 days a week. Every single time it's mindset over strategy. People are like, what do I do? What do I do? I want you to go do your next level set bar, and I want you to go through those steps. Tell me where you're at on all of those. And I guarantee you, by you get to that top one and you start getting yourself a little different, just like somebody's going to call you. Somebody's going to come out of the woodwork that you didn't even know was watching you. You're going to run into somebody over here. Someone's going to message you and say, hey, girl, tell me about what are you doing? Tell me about your products. Tell me about your opportunity. Because they're going to feel it from you. And if they're bouncing on that same frequency, they're just naturally, they're going to be attracted to you. The universe doesn't care. The universe is just matching up one frequency to another. Boom. We're all just, if you could look above and watch everybody bouncing off each other like this, and all the people vibrating up here kind of bouncing around the shiz, because you're like, oh, wait, that's a really bad, like, that's a really low frequency. They'll just bounce right past it. They don't even know it was there because they're not being matched up to that. It's the person that's sitting there going, woe is me. They're going to run right into that act. Like, they're going to run right into that crap. They're going to run right into whatever the shiz is. So that's just something I figured would be like a way for you guys every single morning, write set bar, go through those things, work your way backwards and say, okay, where, and trace it all back and go, what am I thinking? What am I feeling? What kind of language am I using? Where am I at? Because this may be something that people resonate more with than visualizations. Because some people are having a little hard time yet. For me, it's like, oh my God, but it's baby steps to get to that sometimes. So I feel like this is a more tangible, practical thing and a tool that you can get up every morning, write on a piece of paper, set bar, boom. And really think about what you're talking about, what you're feeling, where you're at, and how you could kind of just shift that a little, and your day is going to go much better. And if your day goes better, and you know your business is going to be much better, because how you do one thing in your life is how you do everything. So it all ties together. So does anyone have any questions about any of those things that I talked about? Or that all makes sense?
Crystal. You can soul.
I'm sorry, say that again, my love.
I said it's crystal clear.
Crystal clear. Oh, what are we? What is this? A Few Good Men? I love that movie.
I love that movie, just saying.
Okay, because at the end of the day, I mean, people will like fight to align with their beliefs. So if you can just retrain yourself to tell yourself that higher frequency story of what is happening for you and not to you, you are going to fight to align with that belief that you will succeed and you will get where you're going and you will have the success that you desire. Okay? Sounds good? Yes. So really, I mean, that's really, at the end of the day, that, you know, that was in a nutshell in a training. I want to do something else quickly with you guys. I need everyone to close their eyes. I'm watching too. Close your eyes. I see you peeking, Ashley. I want you to close your eyes, feet flat on the floor. Obviously, if anyone's driving, like, do not do this exercise. Maybe we could do it later together, or you can go home and do, you know, with yourself once you make it home safely. But close your eyes. Okay, I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to feel yourself sitting in that seat, feel your feet on the floor. You're sitting there, you're present. I want you to think about everything that you had to move around today to make it to this call. Maybe you had to get the kids taken care of. Maybe you had to put some feed them, put them to bed, take your dog for a walk. Maybe you wanted to hurry up and eat something healthy and get it in your belly. Maybe you had to leave work early. Everything that you did to get yourself to be on this call at this moment, sharing with all of us, all those things, because you could have made every single excuse why you couldn't have been on this call. But you are here because you deserve to be. I'm going to say that again. You are here because you deserve to be. You are worthy and you deserve everything that you desire. And that is why you are here on this call, and you decided that you were going to be here on this call because you deserve to be. And you deserve all the success that you desire. So it's just waiting for you to allow it in. Okay? You can open your eyes. Okay? Everyone feel good?
I feel like I'm
Again? You're like, you guys are getting a little bit of Mama Zen Jen tonight.
Where's my lemon water and my foot massage?
I'll take a sip of Kavita for you. Oh wait, I can spray my sage. And bang my gong.
No, spray it into the computer so I get some.
I don't think I should spray water at my computer. I don't know if that's such a good idea. They're like, these are good. These are my monk bells. These are so good when you want to meditate. Listen to that.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in China again.
Listen to the frequency of that. I love it. Isn't that great? Amazing. You guys are like, we're never going to her house. We won't make it out of there. She'll be like spraying us with oils.
I'll be there in a couple
we'll be
weeks.
lighting sage. We'll be doing ceremonies. But yeah, I don't want to keep us all on for an hour because I feel like this is super important. Our mindset is huge. And I want everyone to please do this exercise. Try to start, do it every day. Like take 10 minutes and do it and see where you're at and make tweaks so that you are driving your own ship and driving your own rocket ship and taking your rocket ship as high as you want to go. There's no limit. It's up to you. And is everyone feeling good? Yes? Okay. So I'm going to let you all off. And
hi, Gracie.
We possibly are going to have a call on Thursday night. I'm going to be talking with Erica tomorrow to get the details. And some surprise fun things are coming. So we're going to all rock the end of the month. And how many founders are we going to have?
100.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, at least 8 of them, because you're all on this call, because you deserve to be here and you are worthy of all the success you desire.
Yes, ma'am, we're doing it.
All right. I love you all so much. If you ever have any questions, just pop them in and I'll be happy to answer them for you. But you guys all have a wonderful night, and I'll see all your beautiful faces next Tuesday. Bye. Love you.